Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NBA playoff preview and predictions of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Atlanta Hawks and the Milwaukee Bucks. It is Thursday, July 1st. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. I'd like to take this moment to wish all our Canadian friends a happy Canada Day. Have a safe one today, eh? And let's take a look at this one here. But before we do, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by bballpicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and you want to follow the top pickers each and every day right here at bballpicks.com. And our leader is still Chris Fatty Kalaja at 793, Laura D. Dansko at 756, and Mike Anthony of Proline is at 717. And also, if you head over to streetcatcher.com, you'll see we got a new streaker here. Phillies 157's on a 5-game win streak, and we'll see if pick number 6 come out today. And we'll see, last night he had Chicago White Sox. And again, 5-game win streak. Follow the top streakers each and every day at streetcatcher.com. All right, let's get to this one here between the Bucks and the Hawks. Now, the bookmaker have made the Milwaukee Bucks a 1.5-point favorite, and the over-under is set at 215.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, gonna lean with the road underdog here, the Atlanta Hawks. 109.4 to 105.4. The over-under set at 214.91, so it does like it to go a hair under the total. Now, folks, when you analyze this game, and being a numbers guy, and in the playoffs, I say it all the time, it's a different animal, right? You got apples and oranges, and this, to me, playoffs are oranges, regular season are apples, and as much as I love analytics, this boils down to a bit of situational handicapping, momentum, and you got to read the room type thing, right? And what's the room saying right now? No Giannis for game number 5. No Trae Young for game 4 and number 5. So basically, this is a battle of the supporting cast, and which team, which bench is going to rise to the occasion tonight. And when you see a line of 1.5 for Milwaukee, what does that tell you? This is a pick'em game, because 1.5, the bookmakers are, what are they trying to tell us by putting Milwaukee 1.5-point favorite? In fact, when you look at the lines so far in the series, in game number 1, so let's take a look at game number 1. There were 7.5 and 8.5 respectively in game 1 and 2. And game number 3, they were 5.5-point favorite, now 8.5, and now they're 1.5. So what does that say? That tells me, is the bookmaker trying to trap us in by lowering at 1.5? Because basically, again, like I said, it's a pick'em line now. You can just, anything under 2 to me is a pick'em line. And, Atlanta coming off that big win in game number 4 at home. And look at this, when Atlanta's on the road, and they're a pick'em, the +3 road underdog this year, 6-1 straight up, 6-1 against the numbers, so looking very good, and 2-5 to the under. But they don't do well in Milwaukee straight up. They're 2-8, but they are 7-3 against the point spread, where Milwaukee in the last 10 head-to-head meetings against the Hawks, they are 7-3 straight up, 5-5 against the number, and 3-7 to the under. Now, the under does look enticing, but I can't go against Atlanta here. Every time you think Atlanta is out, they just step up. And it's been, everything's been weird this year. The Euro's been weird. Like, all the favorites are getting knocked off. The Phoenix Suns are going to the NBA championship. It's just one of those seasons, right? And I just think Atlanta, go way back to the first game of the year when Atlanta played Brooklyn. Y'all remember that? There was something in that game that just made you think, this Atlanta team could be special. I always go back to that first game. You're playing what's perceived, right? Perception versus reality is perceived to be the best team assembled in the offseason with the Brooklyn Nets. And Atlanta, I can't remember if they won or not. I think they did win, or maybe they lost by a bit. In fact, you know what? I can go right to that game just so to show you. And where's the season? I just go down here. And let's go back to that first game of the season. And then let's go right down here or up here. Maybe it's down here. 12-23, Atlanta. Where was it? Brooklyn. I thought it was sure it was a Brooklyn game here. There it is right there. Okay, so it was the fourth game in. And it was a 145-141. And then they won the next one. It was, that's right, back-to-back. And it was 114-1. But that 145-144 loss to the Brooklyn Nets, I just saw something in that game, and I said, you know what? They can hang with the big boys. And here they are, game number 5 of the Eastern Conference Final. And there's just something with this Atlanta team that they just don't quit. And I think they might be worth a shot here at plus 1.5 here this evening. All right, thought I'd go through that. And hopefully it's a winner for you tonight. And don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are on a mobile device. Again, happy Canada Day to all our fellow Canucks, and enjoy game number 5 between the Hawks and the Bucks. Cheers.